listen, it's one of those things. We want to get to zero deaths in gun violence. We want to get to zero deaths in terms of the opioid crisis. We want to get to zero instances of racism and discrimination in policing and any aspect of public life. So we should all have that sense of fierce urgency. Not enough is being done. It's not being done fast enough, and it's not being done well enough. So I have complete personal and professional affinity to that statement. But I think if the public is wondering, well, what is being done? And this is not a checkbox exercise or a panacea, but the board went and made an extensive consultation on what they wanted in a new police chief. And one of the things they wanted to have was someone who had experience in this area of leading equity, diversity, and inclusion changes and had a lived experience potentially as well. And so the selection of chief of police and my arrival here, I think, is a symbolic and significant movement in that part. Having commissioned these two reports within the organization and bringing them forward almost within days of them arriving, without beautifully preparing an eloquent response and a full plan, shows a willingness to be open to the scrutiny, report on the results, and without having perfectly formed answers and already a checklist of activities, say, we're going to get this done better. I'm not sure I've seen any other organization do this much, quite frankly, and with as much risk associated to it. People have to have a level of persistence to keep pushing us, but they have to have a level of patience to let us get the job done and to do it in a collective manner. But no, there is no quick way to turn an organization around. There's no quick way to change institutional culture, and there's no quick way to address decades of concerns, fears, and actual experiences in the community around less than adequate service, over-policing, or any instances of bias and discrimination, racial discrimination in particular. So this is going to be a gradual process, incremental, but we will be insistent that we make progress every day, every week, every month, and every year, and we will be insistent that we are held to account on reporting out on progress made or, unfortunately, possibly, regress. But the goal is to get to a better outcome than what was presented here today.